So where can you go after you've been fully vaccinated against COVID-19? In this video, I'm going to list the countries that are open to fully vaccinated American travelers right now. Hi, my name is Ben Tennis, and if you're checking me out for the first time, I own and run my own travel agency, and I create travel resource and information videos just like this one to help you plan for your next vacation. So as more and more people are getting vaccinated, countries around the world are starting to loosen travel restrictions for fully vaccinated visitors in an effort to restart tourism. However, it's important to note that the U.S. is still requiring a negative COVID-19 test result for all passengers entering the country on an international flight. So even if you've been vaccinated, you'll still need to provide a negative COVID test result in order to return back to the U.S. So which countries can you visit now that you're fully vaccinated? Number 1, Belize. Belize is a nation on the eastern coast of Central America, with Caribbean sea shores to the east and dense jungle to the west. Offshore, the massive Belize Barrier Reef is dotted with hundreds of low-lying islands and hosts rich marine life. Belize's jungle areas are home to Mayan ruins like Caracol, which is renowned for its towering pyramid. Belize is now open to fully vaccinated travelers. If you're unvaccinated, you will need to provide a negative COVID PCR test taken in the last 96 hours prior to travel, or a negative rapid test taken within 48 hours, or visitors can opt to take the test upon arrival at the airport in Belize for $50. Number 2, Ecuador. Ecuador is a country straddling the equator on South America's west coast. Its diverse landscape encompasses Amazon jungle, Andean highlands, and the wildlife-rich Galapagos Islands. As long as you show a valid vaccination card showing you have received the complete series of the vaccine, then the testing requirement of providing proof of a negative COVID test no more than 3 days before entering the country is waived. Number 3, the country of Georgia. Georgia is a country at the intersection of Europe and Asia. It is a former Soviet republic that's home to mountain villages and Black Sea beaches. It is famous for a sprawling cave monastery dating back to the 21st century named Vartsia, and the ancient wine-growing region Kakheti. As a fully vaccinated traveler, you can skip the testing requirements for entering the country, which would have included arriving only by air, traveling directly from an approved country, and providing a negative PCR test within 72 hours of travel. In addition, you will have to get a follow-up PCR test 3 days after you arrive in Georgia. Number 4, Iceland. Iceland is defined by its dramatic landscape with volcanoes, geysers, hot springs, and lava fields. Most of the population lives in the capital of Reykjavik, which runs on geothermal power and is home to the National and Saga museums, tracing Iceland's Viking history. Testing and quarantine requirements are now waived for fully vaccinated visitors to Iceland. Previously, the waiver only applied to travelers from Europe. Number 5, Seychelles. Seychelles is a group of 115 islands in the Indian Ocean off East Africa. It is home to numerous beaches, coral reefs, nature reserves, mountain rainforests, as well as rare animals such as the Aldabra tortoises. The Seychelles quarantine requirement will be waived for fully vaccinated travelers, but not their testing requirement. Even vaccinated travelers will need to show a negative PCR test within 72 hours of travel in order to enter. Number 6, Mexico. The coastlines of Mexico harbor many stretches of beaches that are frequented by sunbathers and other visitors. One of the most popular beach destinations is the resort town of Cancun. A day trip to the south of Cancun is the historic port of Tulum. In addition to its beaches, the town of Tulum is notable for its cliffside Mayan ruins. Currently, Mexico does not require testing for vaccinated or unvaccinated travelers. However, widespread community transmission remains a current concern. Number 7, the Dominican Republic. The Dominican Republic is a Caribbean nation known for its beaches, resorts, and golfing. Its terrain comprises of rainforests, savanna, and highlands, including Pico Duarte, the Caribbean's tallest mountain. There are no testing requirements for entering the Dominican Republic. However, you may be subject to medical screening upon arrival. And lastly, number 8, Costa Rica. Costa Rica is a rugged, rainforested Central American country with coastlines on the Caribbean and Pacific. Costa Rica is known for its beaches, volcanoes, and biodiversity. Roughly a quarter of its area is made up of protected jungle. There is no requirement for COVID testing to enter the country. However, you must have travel insurance with coverage of COVID-19 treatment and accommodation costs to enter the country. So these are the current countries where you can enter practically hassle-free without getting tested, for the exception of Seychelles and the US, but I believe that requirement will eventually get waived for those who are vaccinated. So I hope you found this information helpful, and if you did, hit that like button for me and consider subscribing to get all the latest updates from me. And if you're looking to take a trip later this year or even next year and need some help in your trip planning, or even just navigating all the different restrictions and policy changes between the countries, then as a travel agent, I would love to be able to help you out and help you through that process. And you can find my contact information on my website, which is linked in the video description below. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.